Do you ever get sick of just hearing about everyone's achievements and everyone's accomplishments? And by the way, I'm not bringing you some bougie cup of coffee. I am trying to hit my water quota. But for right now, it's going to be my stand so I can have this conversation with you. I want to talk about the challenges that women face when building a business. Most importantly, how it made them feel and how they ultimately got out of the situation. I'm talking non-linear paths. I'm talking moments where you're like, how the heck am I even going to pull this off? And not to mention those times that you really didn't think you were going to make it, and yet somehow you push through. You know, the real, raw, ugly stuff that somehow we have been told is not glamorous enough or encouraging enough or motivating enough to share online. And I get it. I'm guilty of it. And I think the worst part of it all is that I feel so disconnected from my community that I just essentially have an audience that watches, which then puts so much more pressure on being perfect and having it all figured out. And I can tell you the rebuild is tough. The rebuild being in a public eye is tough. The rebuild of losing a business and building a business is tough, but so is like not doing it. And I think that's what we need to normalize. There were times in my entrepreneurial career where I legit didn't know where the next dollar was going to come from. I didn't know where the next cent was going to come from. And still somehow I had to look like I had it all put together. And I'm telling you, that affects your mental health because it's not even like you can be human because you're so busy being this brand or being this coach or being this vendor or being this partner. But here's the thing, let's normalize it because this is the growth that we have been asking for. You know, the moment I asked to become a millionaire, I got all kinds of lessons that I really wasn't prepared for. But those lessons helped me go on to my next iteration. So I'm so incredibly grateful for them. The number one thing that I can say when I felt like I was fighting for my life is, and I've had many experiences with, this is not just in business, this is in my personal life, this is in my childhood, is how can I be committed no matter what? And remembering that you only lose if you quit. So if you can make it one more day, if you can put out one more offer, if you can make one more phone call, if you can cut one more expense, if you can take a 5-minute walk, like if you can just do one more thing, one more time for one more day, it compounds and eventually it clicks. And I got a whole lot of other pieces of advice around that. And if you like this conversation, then let me know down below and let's chat more about it. I know International Women's Day is coming up, and if you could pick one thing, one topic, have one question answered, I'd love to know what that would be. Maybe we'll create like a little series around it.